So, the first pedal I ever bought was an RC30. It was a loop station pedal, and it actually helped me realize that I suck at playing at time, because after recording some chords and playing over, it was very hard to actually stop on the beat, because you had to stop like while you're playing and then keep playing. And I wasn't really smart enough back then to actually know how to use it, and after a couple of years I sold it. Yeah. Then the second pedal I ever bought was Boss DS1. Probably everyone has heard of that pedal, and I really didn't like the distortion. My amp, which was a Vox Mini 5, had actually better distortion built in, and the only cool thing was that you can choose with your foot when you want to have distortion instead of adjusting the amp. Yeah, and it also had very much hiss, you know, that sound that you get with distortion. And I couldn't use it maybe properly, so that's why I didn't get very good sounds. Then after a couple more years, I got into the wedding band, and they said that I need like a processor pedal with multi-effects. And one of the bandmates actually got me this, which is a Boss GT1, because it has you can use the wah, and you can also set up different presets, and you can have like clean, drive, solo, and chorus and other stuff. And it actually got me out of many situations, and I could gig every time. It's not the best sounding pedal, but it actually helped me quite a lot, and I'm very grateful for them buying me that. Okay, so next up, I actually traded a guitar for some pedals, and they're quite good. We have the Friedlander Charlie, which is actually a very good distortion pedal. It's more like an high gain overdrive, I guess. You can have like crunchy tones here. I can use it as a boost, and while you roll the gain, you get even more distortion. And there is an internal adjustment inside, which you can adjust how much gain do you want to be at the limit. So you can get even metal tones, and it's a very mid-focused pedal, and I think it sounds great. Next up we have the compression, the Boss CS3. I was actually quite a bit disappointed, because it said sustainer and expected to have the same effect as a Sustainiac pickup, but it's actually just, it takes the sound and makes it more, I don't know how to explain, like to last longer, but not in like a sustained feedback way. But the compression is okay, but I still don't really know how to use it properly. Next up we have the classic Crybaby by Dunlop, the GCB 95, and it's good when you're playing on your own, but when you're playing with the band, you have to set up your sound in a way to be more mid and high focused, and when this pedal reaches the end, it's very sharp, and I have to like do it only like this in order to not make my ears bleed. Yeah, so it would be good if it would have like a button to regulate how much do you want to cut the frequencies. And next up, I bought this very recently. I wanted to upgrade my old Boss GT1, so I found a guy with an Line 6 HS Stomp, and from what I heard, it's like it has Helix sounds for like half the price. And since I don't use that many sounds, I only use like a clean amp with distortion, boost, and like chorus or something. And by default I have some reverb and some delay, which I can also assign like 2 effects for each if I want to. So it sounds so much better, it's closer to a real amp, and it's very satisfying. Just listen to this. This is just so satisfying. And this also have like touch controls you can assign just by touching, which is very cool. And you can record with it, and you all the cool stuff, even like, I don't know, you have the MIDI to like control other pedals, so that's very good. And yeah, that's the history of my pedals. Thanks for watching.